So I'm here today to speak about your communication skill. When we say communication skill is something, it's your ability to interact with someone else. So in order to interact freely and nicely, you have to have some quality. So today I'll share about 5 tips, okay? The number 1 tip is listening. Now when I say listening, you might be thinking, why is listening important for us to communicate? But you have to know that when someone is talking to you, you have to listen properly, nicely, with non-verbal gesture, like, oh, yeah, oh. You say like that, right? But when someone is talking to you, if you don't listen to them, someone is talking to you, you're sitting like this. Do you think the one who is talking to you will be able to understand you? She will think like, what is this girl doing? She's not even listening to me. She doesn't want to talk to me, right? So when you go to an interview, someone is there in front of you, you have to talk to them nicely, right? But before that, you have to listen to them nicely, okay? And then after listening, you have to show some non-verbal gestures. Like, okay, yeah, oh, is it like that? Oh, I didn't know, okay. Okay? Oh, oh yes. That is non-verbal gesture, okay? Even if you don't say yes, if you cover your mouth, example, you say, right? Then you will be able, then the opposing person will be able to understand you. Now, number 2 is pronunciation. When I say pronunciation, most of the people here in Manipur, they say, example, happy party, right? So it is not party, okay? It is birthday. You have to say birthday. Happy birthday. Now you say madam. That is not madam. We should say madam. Okay. That is some basic pronunciation you have to learn. Now you say sorry. It's not sorry. It is sorry. Sorry. It is not correct, okay? Yeah, I understand because of your mother tongue, some influence is there. Manipuri mixed with English, it captivates your tongue and then it declines you to capture the word properly. And then when you speak something, you mix it with Manipuri and English. That is why you are saying sorry, but it is actually sorry. Now, when I say Nachine, how do you pronounce that word? Yeah, some people say machin, or I don't know, but it is actually machine. Okay, machine. Now, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. A, B, C, B. Okay, A, B. O, P. O, P, Q, R, S, T. O, P. Okay, and then A, B, C, D. And U, R, S, T. Okay, now when you say tiger, you have to say tiger. You don't say tiger. Tiger. Okay, you are taking the pronunciations of T, right? Now when you say D, say dog. Dog. When you say dog means hui, right? But when you say talking, you have to say talking. Now talking and dog, it's a different thing. Now do you know the difference between D and T? So when you know the difference between D and T, you know how to pronounce word correctly, right? So basic thing is, before you come into a pronunciation, you have to learn about the A, B, C, D, E, F, G. When you were young, right? This is a basic stuff, but that is the most important thing for you. Now, the third one is be tactful. When I say tactful, Tactfull. Okay. What does this mean? It means that when you say something, example, I'm talking about a phone. Then when you are talking about a phone, you should be able to highlight a point, right? I'm talking about a phone. Then your friend who is opposite to you might be wondering, okay, she's talking about a phone. You have the idea that your friend is talking about a phone. That is called tactful. Okay. When I'm talking about a purse, you say, I'm talking about a purse. Then your friend will focus everything on the purse, right? When I say I'm talking about myself, then your friend will be listening that she will know that you are talking about yourself, right? So when you talk about certain things, be tactful. When you go to an interview, you enter the hall. Now your interviewer is sitting in front of you. Now you have to say, "Hello, my name is this, that," and then your interviewer will be asking you, "What do you do?" "Well, sir, actually, I'm not doing anything right now, but I'm planning to be in your office," right? So when you say that, as soon as you say that, your interviewer will know that, oh, she wants to work with us. She wants to talk about herself and work with us, right? So when you are tactful, you captivate the interviewer, right? I will be sharing to you nicely in details, word by word, but for today, it will be some highlights, okay? Don't mind if you don't understand as well, don't mind. Now, for one is a good vocabulary, right? A good vocabulary, you have to know some basic stuff about grammar. When I talk about grammar, you have to know parts of speech when you were young. Have you learned all that? I know you have learned, but you might have forgotten. It's okay, you can learn. Now, when I say parts of speech, you have to know about noun, verb, adverb, adjective, and then preposition. All this you have to learn, right? But instead of learning that in your book, you have to learn it with your friends. Okay. Now, when I say noun, noun is a naming word. Example. Then this phone is a noun. This bird is a noun. I am a noun. What else is noun? Everything is noun, right? So to help you know about the parts of speech, you have to do some thinking. When I say do some thinking, example, you are walking along the road. Now, when you see something, example, you saw someone sitting on the table, on the chair. Now you might be thinking, the girl is sitting on the chair. Instead of that, you think more detailedly, okay? Like the girl is sitting on the chair, she is looking around, the skies are blue, and she is holding some biscuit. She is eating the biscuit, you know? Do you understand? So instead of just thinking, oh, the girl is sitting there, you have to think about what she is doing. And this, you have to do it in English, okay? You have to do it in English so that you can think properly. And then when someone asks you, what are you thinking? You can tell them, this should be your friend, okay? Because when you are talking to your friend, you feel more comfortable, right? When you are talking to a higher up, like sir, madam, you feel a little bit self-conscious and you feel a little bit scared, right? But when you are talking to your friend, you can speak nicely, humble, comfortable, freely, right? So you try to talk this with your friends and your family. You can look into the mirror and talk. You can practice this like 5 minutes per day. Okay? Then you will have the confidence. Now, the fifth one is be responsive. Okay? Just like the point number one, you have to be responsive. When someone is telling you something, you have to answer. Be responsive means like when someone is telling you something, don't say without proper listening, right? You have to listen properly first, and then after listening everything, after digesting everything, after thinking, analyzing, you have to answer. When someone is telling you, hey friend, I have some problems. See, my friend borrowed money from me and she's not giving me. Example, this is a very basic problem, right? Then you have to think. You can say, forget it. If you say like that, your friend will think, why is she saying like that? She doesn't care about me, right? But if you think nicely, At first point, I told you to listen, right? So listen properly, analyze it in your head, brain, and then after that you can say, oh, I think you should be patient. I think she will give you. I think your friend is having some problem. You should wait. You can give some type of an advice, right? So that is called responsiveness. Example 1, example 2. When you go for a job interview, your interviewer will tell you, how old are you? Then you will feel shy. No, think properly and say, sir, I am 20 years old, 21 years old, 22 years old, 30 years old, 35 years old, your age, right? And then when she asks you or he asks you something about your personal life, think properly, listen properly, and tell him or her in a very nice way possible, right? Then, do you think doing all these tips, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, do you think you'll be able to communicate with others properly? I'm sure you will, okay? Try to practice this at home, in front of the mirror, with your friends. And lastly, I'll add one thing, write it. Example, just a simple word, how are you? I am fine. How do you do? How are you? How do you do? How is life? These are all same thing, right? Hougadouriba, but different meaning, right?
Selesai kelas. Orang mana nggak saya kok mana yang tak tahu.